So yeah, we just launched a partnership with Vudoo. We have been talking to them for quite a while, and for you and the people that are watching this video, Vudoo is actually a shoppable tech partner. But honestly, the reason why we are so happy about the partnership is because it's global, one, and then two, it actually has partnerships with retailers in the space. So we're understanding what people are doing after they click through to the cart. So are they abandoning the product? Are they buying the product? Are they buying more of the product? So we're able to get a lot more measurement, and it actually helps us do more of a closed loop analysis with shoppable tech.
With all this new information, have you guys had to kind of hire new kind of talent to kind of support all this new incoming data?
No new talent. When we started looking at a shoppable tech partner, we wanted to make sure that it matched a few of our criteria that we had set up already with our offering. So we always say that make everything shoppable everywhere all the time. And so that is commerce as a strategy. And so with that, we were using and working with a lot of partners in the space across many different regions. And so we wanted to make sure that when we were looking at partners, it was a partner that could actually simplify what we were doing, but take what we were wanting to offer to our clients and make sure that it was more streamlined. So hypothetically, what it's doing is allowing us to have a one-stop shop for our new product, which we're also talking about now in the industry, is called Shop Now. And so basically the Shop Now is the underpinning of Vudoo, which is our shoppable tech and creation partnership.
Brilliant. What's your process for finding new partners? So Vudoo is not necessarily, I don't think it's a US company. How are you finding new partners in the space?
Yeah, so my new role has been really interesting. So I've been making a lot of partnerships across the globe. And so Vudoo actually had its inception in Australia. And so there is someone that I have to give kudos to, Hope Williams. She's in our Australia office. She heads up commerce there. And so in building partnerships, the first thing that I was asking is, do we have any sort of pulse on what is new in your market? And she brought me a few ideas, and like the other regions, they brought us a few ideas. And we created actually a process to vet what is going to help us strengthen our commerce practice and what I call supercharge it. And so what we were doing is having conversations, really sending out RFIs, and then pretty much like any other holding company or company, we want to make sure that the partnership is valid and that it actually drives any sort of value for us and then also our clients.
Retail media is an exploding marketplace. Can you talk about why it's so seemingly valuable to marketers?
Retail media has been around forever. I always tell everyone it started in the 1970s, but the reason why it's valuable today is that it's now the merger of data and tech. And so I know that we've had many of interviews and I always talk about the merger of data and tech, but it really does enable us to understand what the audience is doing from a media consumption standpoint and behavior standpoint, and then understand where they're going to make a sale, so then we could start enabling an option to buy. We couldn't do that in the past, and technology didn't allow us to do that. And so having that data to tell us where people are and the technology to actually offer that is really, honestly, the supercharging of what retail media is, regardless if it's through a retail media network or outside of a retail media network.